Hello everybody, Happy Canuck Reviews back at you with another one. Hope your new year is going well for you. Thought I would take advantage of the wonderful natural opportunity outside. In my area, we recently got 90 to 100 centimeters of snow. So I thought today I would have another U.S. meal cold weather. Today it's menu number 6, seafood chowder. And for those of you interested, I will include a few pictures at the end of the video of the recent storm that we had. Some certainly high drifts. Some people I know had it drifting up to 7-8 feet in their yards. It was pretty bad. We were personally buried for about 2 to 3 days, I believe it was, before we finally got dug out and were able to leave. So yeah. All right. So, I'm going to give it a little slice in the back. Let's see what's in here. Oh, start off, we got our accessory packet. Oh, I see a little Tabasco bottle in there. Some soup, noodles, ramen instant, chicken flavor. I've never seen those before. Beverage powder, tropical punch. Some trans fat-free marble pound cake. Crackers, vegetable. Spoon. And then the seafood chowder itself. Another Mountain House meal. Alright, let's see what's in here. So yes, so this was packed on the 210th day of 2019. Oh, you got your little teepee, sugar, some Bill's Brew, creamer, whitener, moist towelette, matches, and your little Tabasco and gum. Alright, let's get this all sorted out. Alright, and we're back. So, just since these take so long, I'm going to mix this up first. And there's what it looks like. Oop, knock that over. There's what it looks like on the inside. It looks very hearty, I have to say. You can see all those individual chunks in there. Looking good. I don't even really like seafood. All right. Let's get some hot water in there. Let's get that mixed up. All right. Set you to the side so I don't knock it over. All right. I'm going to leave those sit for a minute. Let's take a look at everything else. Woohoo! Now that is looking very good. It is very moist. Look at the shine on that. Wow. Oh, and the smell. This smells like a freshly baked cake. Let's see. The good old Bill's Brew going. Oh, I didn't do low enough. There we go. Looking good. And today I'm just going to add the whitener. I'm not going to add the sugar. I'm trying to cut back on my sugar intake. Oh, how cool is that? The tear notch was up here. Put the seals down there. That's funny. All right. All right. With this tropical punch mixed up, or as mixed as we can. It's red. It just kind of smells like cherry to me. It doesn't really smell like anything tropical at all. But anyway. There. I can make it a little stronger. Still smells just like cherry. Not like much else. If anything, it reminds me of a brisk fruit punch. Ooh, you can still see little chunks floating around in there. There's still a fair amount of powder in here. Wow, I did a horrible job shaking that. Just gonna add a little more water into there and give it another shake, I guess. There, that took care of that extra powder. Add that in. And we'll give that an extra. Wow. This is not mixing. Wow. Anyway. All right. I'll get these chicken instant noodles together. I'm just gonna mix them in my little cup there. No desiccant pack. Anyway. There. Looking good now. Looking pretty good. Pretty standard, pretty good. Lots of dehydrated vegetables in there. Let that sit for a minute. All right, and for our vegetable crackers, these seem to have survived. They're a bit crumpled up. Well, that one's not too bad. Well, thus fared a lot better than I was expecting them to. This MCW got really beat up, so I was expecting it to be in significantly worse shape. But anyway, let's take a look and see how this is doing. Doing pretty good so far. I'm going to give it a little stir. Doing pretty good. Still needs a few more minutes, though. Still feel some hard chunks in there. Does not need any extra water, though. All right. Give it another few minutes here, so looking pretty good in there. It's a little liquidy, but I think since it's chowder, that might be intended. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Well, came out pretty good. That is certainly a pile. I'll say that much. Nah. Would you look at that still? Wow. This one was certainly a failure on my part. Didn't mix it well enough. I won't let that go into consideration in my review. Well, my apologies, folks. I did not mean to not stir that well enough. In case, keep mixing it here, let it reabsorb a bit more. That's what you get for not scraping down the corners. I would say, at least. That's probably where I went wrong. Oh yeah, look at that. That is absorbing so much better now. Yeah, that's looking better now. Nice and hearty, and it smells good too. I'm not a seafood fan, but it's not super fishy smelling like I was expecting it to be. I'll be honest, I was kind of dreading this one. I picked it up in a trade with somebody and thought the factor of it being a dehydrated seafood chowder was pretty cool, or freeze-dried I should say. But again, I'm not a big fish fan, which is very strange considering I grew up in a coastal community on the East Coast. Well, yeah. Well, let's give this a little try. I have a feeling it's going to need that Tabasco. Yeah. This kind of looks like gloop to me. But yeah. Oh, that absolutely needed an extra minute to dehydrate, or to rehydrate on it. My apologies. The fish chunks are still a little hard. But the flavor is wonderful. It's creamy and very well seasoned. I will still be adding the Tabasco, but it doesn't need it. It's very flavorful the way it is right now. Don't think I'm going to be using the crackers for it, where the fish isn't super rehydrated yet. So we'll just give them a try on their own. Certainly do not hold together very well. Pretty good. Dry, just like a normal emery cracker. has a very light vegetable undertone to it. It reminds me a lot of the vegetable things you can get at the store. That's what the flavor reminds me of. Just gonna do a little. Oh, well, I was gonna do a little dunk. Now a little baby dunk. And yeah, that's pretty good. There we go. I didn't want to come up at first. Save a little bit of that just for the noodles. And speaking of which, oh yeah, those look perfect. And I do like that the seem to be very thin, small noodles, but you don't need a fork to eat them. It was pretty good. Just like a standard chicken cup noodle. Yeah, that reminds me so much of the brisk fruit punch. Can't get it in Canada anymore, but it used to be one of my favorite drinks. That's really good. Probably one of my favorite drinks I've ever gotten out of a USA ration. That's really good. Despite not mixing up super well, the flavor is just amazing. Could do without the food dye though. It is very, very red. Let's give this a taste now that it's got some hot sauce on there. That's pretty good with the hot sauce. It gives it that little kick it needs. It's not just straight creaminess. It has a little kick. Yeah. Certainly not my favorite thing under the sun, but if you are a fan of seafood chowder, I think that would be really good. Considering me, somebody that doesn't like seafood likes it. Wow, these crackers certainly don't hold up very well. You know what? Give it a little crunch. I know I said I wasn't gonna, but it just gives it a nice little extra dimension to it. Nice and crisp. That fish that I was saying was not fully rehydrated. It is now. It's doesn't have a bite to it anymore. It's quite tender now that it is properly rehydrated. Again, my apologies. That's on me there. Did not scrape down the corners. And look at this Bill's Brew. And yeah, as per usual, Bill knows what he's doing. He makes a great brew. We'll give this a little try on its own. Oh wow, you can see the swirls right through it. Now that's like store-bought That is delicious. I'm a big marble cake fan, and that is going to go perfectly with Bill's Brew. That's a match made in heaven. Well, that has to be the highlight of this. And I'm glad I didn't add the sugar to the coffee. If I would have added the sugar to the coffee, it would be way too sweet to dunk that, in my opinion. Because you can kind of taste the that sheen on the outside. It's a bit of it's sugar. You can taste it. It kind of has that little crunch if you were to bite down on sugar crystals. All right. Sorry for the little cut there. I did end up adding the Tabasco, the leftover Tabasco, to this. It's pretty good. I didn't add a whole lot. I'm wishing I would add the leftover to the chowder. Just my personal take. And for anybody interested, here are the ingredients. You can see there's clams, there's shrimp, onion, celery in here, lots of spices and seasonings. Also may contain anchovy, that's interesting. And I'll put this at the end, but here's the nutrition facts. Yeah, boy, I can't get over how good that is. That is just a match made in heaven. Look at that. Look at that. You know, for a seafood hater liking this, there we go. I think this is a pretty dang good meal. All right, everybody. Well, it's been Happy Canuck Reviews here, and this is a pretty good meal. Yeah, I like it. Not my favorite, but I don't hate it. Anyway, just wanted to wish everybody a Happy New Year, and I wish you all the best. Have a great day. Bye.